Okay, hello, my name is Ümmü Handriyer and this is my Western Civilization final project. I choose the question about Industrial Revolution and I'm gonna answer that. Let's start. The first question was what was the Industrial Revolution and what caused it? Industrial Revolution was Industrial Revolution began in 18th and 19th centuries. Birthplace of Industrial Revolution was United Kingdom, and after that it spread around West Europe and North America and then Japan. Industrial Revolution is a major change in production and economy with the use of mechanization and new power sources, such as steam power or steam engine. Steam engine or steam power created a boost in production, and uh, that game changing of steam, that game changing of use, okay, that game changing use of steam, lead world to a new era, and that is what we called industrial revolution. And it started in that production jump, let's say, that production jump started in steel and textile sectors, and then it spread to the other sectors. Initially, steam was the main power, but then electricity and gasoline replaced it. What caused industrial revolution? Many different factors contributed to the rise of industrial revolution, but I think we can say maybe the first reason or the biggest reason could be the colonialism. I don't know should I say that, but thanks to thanks to colonialism, Britain could access the raw materials. And colonialism also means slave trade. They took the people, they brought them to their countries, and that means a cheaper or maybe the free workers, free work power or human power. And then piracy. At that time, governments were fighting in the ocean and taking each other's wealth. And we can say that piracy is a lucrative business at that time, and that's why Britain was rich enough to launch that kind of era. And also powerful navy. Britain had a powerful navy so that they had colonies, and it means source and again raw materials, and it also means that bazaar. You you can take the raw materials from a country and you can bring that. That's what basically Britain did that time. They took the people to work for themselves. They took the raw materials to process them. They did it cheaply, and then they sold that materials to those countries back, and that means a great bazaar. And it helped economy to it helped Britain economy became larger and bigger. And also waterways. Canals were built in the rivers of Britain at that time to allow ships to transport goods, and it means a local and international economies. They could reach those parts of the both country and world. The other question is which countries did industrial revolution affect? First of all, England, as we mentioned about it, and then the America, and then Germany. Germany was not that fast at that time when we compare it to the England. But then, as we know, as we can see today, Germany is the, we can say, automotive giant of the world today. And also Japan was not that fast about those era, but it is the first country in first country that launched that era, launched that movement in the east part of the world. And again, Japan is maybe the biggest or one of the biggest economies of the world today. And those are the tools that help industrial revolution to launch. The other question, let me check the time. Okay. What was the result of industrial revolution? Population growth in cities, let's say urbanization. At that time, most of the most part of the population was farmers, and then those farmers moved to big cities, and in those big cities, there was a huge human power. There was a huge worker part, and with the beginning of the industrial revolution, um, now we had how can we say now we had a word describe those class of the population, worker class. That word came to life with the industrial revolution and the emergence of the working class. Yes, as I said, and the birth of socialism. Yes, those workers was working under the hard, difficult, and bad situations, and they paid less at that time, and those kind of things made socialism came to life again. Now, so today we have a word like socialism. We have a thinking way of, let's say. Spread of colonialism. Yes, with the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, those big countries need more raw materials, and led it led to spread of colonialism. They need more raw materials. They need more butter. So those big countries sail to other countries to take their sources and take their power and also sell them something. Environmental problems because of the fabrics and acceleration of scientific and technical developments. Yes, at that time there were lots of developments, and because of the and also I forget to say that. Let me check. At that time in Britain, there was a patent system that determined and conserved the inventions was founded, and that encouraged the inventors and things like that, or movements or the decisions like that make people to learn, made people to learn, made people invent or explore something new. And as we said, acceleration of scientific and technical developments was fastened at that time. Increase in general welfare, and it means affordable goods. For example, tea and sugar or coffee was something luxurious at that time. But after Industrial Revolution, they became more affordable. They became more affordable. So middle class could access them. An extension of human lifespan, and it's also about the developments, scientific or technical. It's about the scientific and technical developments. But how industrial revolution affect our lives? And it is the answer of that question. In today's world, we owe many inventions that make our lives easier, better, or we can say quicker. The availability of many products, the increase in the level of welfare, or extension of human life, the absence of many deadly disease, and many more to the Industrial Revolution. And that was all for that question.